What a beautiful day. Today we have CPI. So I want us to try to analyze GBPUSD, gold, Euro USD, because I believe those are major pairs that will definitely have great impact when this news drop. Right, so quickly let me just hit on gold first things first. And let me just delete everything that I have right here. Yeah guys, I think I also had a video talking about this gold trade analysis, and if you follow that video, I believe you got your position. So first things first, let's just hit the daily. Right, so over here we've seen that gold has been on an uptrend, definitely, but then kind of the market has been respecting this level right here. So what if we just say that this level has proven somehow to be a strong zone, a solid resistant level? But no, this is just forex market. Even if the market shows you that that level is kind of strong, the market will still break it, because I think the market will still tend to go and retest those strong levels. So right there, so we have a supply zone right here, and now we have a demand zone right there, right? Good. So like we say, we still on an uptrend right here, but now that is based on the daily, and we need to concentrate on this level right there, only those zones, the supply and the demand zone. Let's just not concentrate on this one, or let's not concentrate on that. Let's just concentrate on what price is doing inside the supply and the demand zone. So let's just hit the H4 right over there and see what pattern or even what shape the market is trying to print. Right, so let me just real quick flip my screen and understand what price is doing. Like we said before, we've seen that price is kind of, showing us that this level has been somewhat strong. Let me just use an arrow. We've seen all these touches, right? In fact, let me just use this. You had that, you had those selling pressure right there. Now we've seen that this is where the market or price is currently, right? So for us to know the direction of this market, probably we just need to look for, like I say, patterns. Is it giving us continuation pattern? Is price giving us a reversal structure? Such things. Let's just try that and then clone this, then have it right here, right? Maybe right there. So kind of the market has taken out this level, but then that doesn't mean a thing, right? We still have this level that we said price has been respecting for a while, right? So let me just take it to the 15 real quick. Remember, the screen is flipped, guys, don't get confused. Right there, this is how the market is basically, right? That is how the market is right there. So my question is, why is price giving us this kind of a move? I might say that's a bearish flag, because we had an impulse right there, then the market went back to retest this level right here with this kind of a bearish move. Something is clicking, right? So real quick, let me just flip back the screen, because I'm seeing great moves right there. Then take it to the 5. So right there, so I'll highlight my last high and the last low right over here. This is a high, of course that's a low. Screen is flipped, let me just take it back. This is a low, right? I hope you get that. So if I hit the 1 minute right there, this is what we see. Basically, we still have a sided downtrend right here, boom. In fact, let me just make it more clean. We don't want to miss anything right there. Probably something like this. That's another trend, right? So something is happening right here also. Maybe highlight this right there, maybe another level right there. So let's just see if price plays around this level, respect, then boom, that's a good sign that she might want to drop. You see, this is called a left shoulder here right there, boom. So I think should be a good place to take a sell right there. In fact, yeah, targeting that as a scalp. Oh, sorry, but let me just show you something. This is 1 minute, so let's just take it to the 15. because like we say, it's looking like a good bearish flag. Might have that level right there. But then if you take it to the H1, now this is now turning to a swing trade. Remember, we still have this level right here, right? Let me just have this as a red, mark red right there. So right, let me zoom in. Where are you? Okay, just a minute. Let's extend this right there. Look at this price rejection of the 15, guys. In fact, I should just upload this video right away. Maybe you might catch this joint. Right, this is it. Boom, for a good swing. Right, that right there. So probably if CPI finds you, probably if this market drops right there, then CPI finds you, then I think it should be a good thing, because maybe it won't affect you. Then we see price doing that. These are just my anticipation, because right now where we are, this level is kind of, like I said, this level is kind of strong, a very solid level. So taking a buy right here should be dangerous, right? So if we want to look for buys, probably let the market come back, respect this trend right here, something like this, then now that is when you might look for buys. But at the same time, I think for a good buys, you should look for a good continuation pattern, a good bearish flag. This is, I mean bullish flag. This is what I'm trying to say. Remember, this is what the market, if price wanted to break this level, right, this is what I think she should have done. Goes up, then now create a kind of a continuation pattern right there, then now break. But now you see what price did, went up, respected, drop. Now it's trying to print this a bearish flag, right? Why will it give me a bearish flag? Sometimes it is, you know, the market is crazy, because if she really wanted to take this high, like we say, maybe boom, continuation pattern right there, break, right? And it's vice versa. If it wants to take this low, down, continuation pattern, breaks, right? Now what we see, market went up, boom, bearish flag, we anticipate that drop. That is what we see, because now we are at a supply zone. And what do we do at the supply zone? We look for sales. Right now, even if I see price going up, I'm not going to look for any buy, because right now we are still at the resistance zone, a supply zone. So in case price breaks out of this level, this is it. Wait for now that continuation pattern right there. That's a very solid thing, because continuation pattern are very powerful, guys. This is just a price accumulation. Once you spot one right there, go in now for buys right there. But taking a buy now, and I think that is also on what's this, on GBP USD and Euro USD. Where's GBP USD? Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, GU right there. So real quick, let me just hit the daily for you guys. Boom. Flip the screen to make it more clean. What do you see? Last high was this level right there, and now what happened? We see price creating kind of a trend right there. 1 2 3, boom, clone that joint right here, clone it, have it right there, take it to the H4, right, boom, right there. What do you see? Let's just adjust this joint of ours, boom, right there. What do we see? We had a level that price broke out of. We still need to mark more level. We see this a sensitive zone right there, boom. Then let's take it to the H1 right there. What do we see? A continuation pattern, boom. Open your eyes, baby. This is a continuation pattern. 1 2 3, have it there, clone it, boom. I think GBP also had news today. Probably news has dropped, that's why we see this crazy. Let's take it to the 15, boom. This is what we see, boom. So what do we anticipate? Probably market to continue doing its thing. We of course I see we have this level right there that price are respected, no problem. So it's just a matter of time. That's why I don't want to upload this video late. I just want to upload it earlier before NFP drops, guys. so that you guys know what to do when you see price. In fact, just add it to your conference. Add your conference. Once you see something amazing, go in. Only react to what the market is doing, right? Let's just flip it back to the normal way. This is it. This is how the market is. So initially I was anticipating that price, before this news drop, I was anticipating maybe price to continue playing around until it hits this sub resistance level right here. Then now also hit this resistance trend line right there, because I think it's a good place and a safer place to take your entry. You see, it still correlate with our gold analysis, right? This is what I'm talking about, baby. This is it. If you don't see a thing, I'm not going to do a thing. Because taking a buy here, wrong. Taking a sell right here, wrong. Right here is a good one. Euro USD, I think I have that analysis real quick. Boom, the same thing. Right, I said, let me take it to the daily. Where is the daily? Right there. Correct. We've seen we had a fast touch right here. Second touch, we anticipate price to give us that third touch. Let me hit the H4 real quick, no wasting time. Guess what? We've seen an impulse phase, correction, impulse phase. This is a pattern that signifies a reversal. I'm anticipating that pull to push back to this level right here before CPI drops. How many pips? 23 pips, and right now it's 9:50 am. CPI drops around 3:30 p.m. so probably the market will have hit this joint right there. If it hits, good before CPI, good for looking for sell position right there, because now if you want to look for buys, let the market takes this high right there, right? This is what I'm talking about. Even if CPI comes, push it back right there, no problem. Maybe it might do this, that's when it reverse, right? So like I say, if I want to look for buys, let the market take that level, look for a continuation pattern, bullish flag, a very powerful one. Let the market or price consolidate. That's what we need. Then take in your entry right there. If you don't see that, boom. Like I say, these are just levels, key levels that you should be looking for entry. This is where to look for buy, and this is where to look for sales. Two-way, either we buy or sell, right? So I hope that sinks in. And wish you all the best during CPI today. I never trade news though.